Hey, we're live.
Yoo-hoo! Happy Overseas
Yeah,
Sundays.
GranFaded with me, the Grandmaster Kush, and the Faded Fairy.
Yoo-hoo!
We haven't had a normal podcast in a while. It's been crazy busy, and the
Yeah.
weather in Amsterdam's been quiet. So
And we've been creating a
yeah,
lot of
a
magic
lot of
behind the
a lot of
scenes.
madness coming
Yeah.
up.
If you're around last Christmas, we had like a magical event
Yeah,
and we're coming back big
yeah.
this year.
So this year
Yeah.
on the 19th of December.
Yeah.
So yeah, more details coming soon on our big Christmas event, and
Mhm.
yeah, hopefully we'll have more normal podcasts. But we have a lot of these lined up now.
Yeah.
So if you're watching now, you're on the Patreon live, or you might be watching on the playback on Monday. But if you want to catch the Overseas Sundays from now on, it's going to be on Patreon every Sunday, and then the watch back every Monday.
Yeah.
But speaking of events, we've got Tropi Helga from Barcelona joining us. Hello,
Yoo-hoo!
Hey guys, how are you?
how
All
are
good?
you?
Good.
Thank you so much for joining us.
No, thank you so much for inviting me. How is everything over there? Good?
It's good, yeah. It's a bit of a crazy day. The weather's a bit mental, but it's
Yeah.
stopped raining for now, so we'll take it. So, coffee shop weather.
Yeah.
At least, yes, coffee shop weather. It's a moment,
Yeah.
I think.
Is it still warm in Barca?
Well, no, actually, it's super cold.
Oh,
The
you're
problem
getting
with
into it
Barcelona, it
too.
doesn't have the snow. So you feel the cold, but there is
Yeah.
no snow. So,
Okay.
Okay.
It's just
Yeah.
that ice in the air.
Just a
yes,
wrap
all the
up.
time now you have to use sweater and
Yeah.
Yeah, all
yeah,
the layers. Yeah, we're like the
everything.
Michelin man going around
Yeah.
Amsterdam. Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. But it's good, I suppose, even for yourself as well. Like with being doing the events and everything, it's kind of getting everyone indoors. They want somewhere cozy and something happening, something to do. Like,
It's the moment for the clubs like to stay in there, drink some
yeah,
To
coffee.
earn their keep.
Yes, like it's nice because like in the whole year you can see like how all the clubs are changing for all
Yeah.
the seasons. So
mm,
there is one moment there is all tourists, there is only local people. Now it's
yeah,
like the moment that everybody is cold, so everybody needs to go into the hot place. So they got into the club. So now all the
yeah.
clubs are full.
Yeah.
Okay,
Packed for the
yeah.
winter.
It's
Nine,
nice
ten
because
or
it's like
something.
2 3 months like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, and you always know when you go there, there'll be someone like to say hi to or have a smoke with, which is it's the beauty of like the social clubs and the coffee shops. Like
Yeah.
it's all
Yes.
great to be legalized with cannabis, but if we can't come together and
Smoke
smoke
together.
together,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you have a much better setup there compared to here. Like here, it's more of a smoke and go. Where there, it's chill. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Let's
I
socialize.
think that's the difference from Amsterdam than in here. Like in Amsterdam, every time that I go into the coffee shop, I feel good because I know the people, I love the ambient. But sometimes I feel like I have to smoke and then go,
Yeah,
yeah,
like a competition.
yeah,
yeah,
Here
yeah,
it's like, no, you can bring your computer, you can bring your snacks, you can call your friends, also invite
yeah,
them.
yeah,
So you can stay
yeah,
quiet, chill into the place. But the most important stuff I think about the cannabis clubs and the coffee shops is like the union of the people. In the
yeah.
yeah,
end, it's
Oh,
a place that
100%.
everybody can go together, share about the knowledge, share the plan, share a
Yeah,
joint.
yeah,
So it's nice because it's always a reunion. So they make like the point, like we are all together in one place
yeah.
smoking weed.
yeah. No, for
Yeah, no,
sure.
big time. And that is, as you say, very different from what you guys have with the social clubs to
Yeah,
here. Here it
Mhm.
is very much, you can find some little quiet shops, but most of them is buy and go.
yeah. Just
Get
have
out.
your
Yes.
joint,
Yeah,
spend an hour, then make room
yeah.
for the next.
Whereas
Yes,
this
actually, in
community,
here there are some laws and some rules too that you have to keep it. And so one of them is like you cannot go get your weed and go out. Actually,
You
you
can't
have to
just
stay
take
at
out.
least 20 minutes inside, drink a
Okay.
coffee, talk with somebody, wait a
Yeah.
little bit, but it's not allowed to go
No
in, go
grab and
out, in,
go.
go out. Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's still fully like illegal on the streets, isn't it? You can still get arrested for having cannabis on you.
It's still illegal. Maybe not arrested if you don't have a
Okay.
lot of
Find.
weed, but you have to pay a file.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
And the police
like
are cashing in on that.
600 euros right now, the file, if you have weed.
Yeah.
And can that be from a joint to anything?
Nothing. Like you can only have the weed inside of the cannabis club or inside of your home. but
Yeah.
transport a weed, it's illegal.
You
that's
just have to throw it.
But
Yeah,
would you
yeah,
get
yeah.
would you
Just have
get
your
a fine
clothes.
for just smoking a joint, or would you have to have a lot more on you?
Well, like the problem is like some people they get more that just one
Yeah,
joint. So when they go out, sometimes the police like it's waiting outside of the
yeah,
clubs.
I've
And the
heard that.
problem is like maybe for you it's not a problem because it's only you. But if they got three persons outside of the club, they can go inside of the club with an inspection.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. So the
That's why
club
we
have
always
to
say
watch
like
their
to the
back.
members like if you see the police or if you see something strange, let us know
yeah.
because we need to know because no more members can go outside with weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we
It's
have to say
easier
them because
people
it's their own
to.
responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. The members could fuck it up for the clubs themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually
that's
everybody
crazy.
have to be really careful and we have like maybe 1 year, 1 year and a half. Then it's been really difficult for all the cannabis clubs here in Barcelona because the government changed and they want to close the cannabis clubs, but it's like a whole big problem because the cannabis clubs are not stores, so it's not
Yeah,
local that you can just close. It's all the association, and here in Spain there is a lot of actually there's thousands of associations, not only for weed, association of alcohol, association of girls, association of tobacco. So there is a lot of different associations. So
Yeah.
it's really difficult to say that they're going to close the cannabis associations because in
it
the
falls under the bracket
law
of
it
everything
says that
else.
it's more than this. It's not only
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cannabis.
Okay. The
Okay.
association itself is strong. That you're allowed to have an association. What you do there is different. Then you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what are you affiliated with any clubs, or are you just kind of freelance between other places?
Well, actually, I'm in a really excited moment of my life, I think.
Woo. Yeah.
Yes, I'm from Costa Rica. I'm from
Okay.
Costa Rica. I traveled over here 6 years ago
Okay.
because I
Nice.
want to follow my dream to work with cannabis. In Costa Rica, I was like doing crazy stuff with cannabis too, but everything was illegal. So when I moved over here, I was saying like I want to work in legal stuff. I
Yeah.
know that Barcelona is not legal, but it
Close
gives
enough.
you all the community. It
Yeah.
connects you with people, and there is all the cannabis clubs, so you can do a lot of events. So in
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these 6 years, I have been working as manager in different clubs, as event manager too. I was doing cups like Davadu,
Mm.
like Master
Okay.
of Rosin.
Nice.
Um,
That's a big one.
yes, actually, it's crazy because in 6 years I was doing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
This year I was a little bit more freelance. I'm like in the year that I'm changing a little bit like the way that
Yeah.
I'm
Doing
working.
your own thing.
Yes, I want to do
Yeah.
like my own stuff because I love the community and I want to educate the people because I am an official budtender. I study in the Oxford University from United States, so I am a legal budtender.
Oh, so there's an actual course in America.
There is actually a diploma, so
Wow.
Wow.
yes,
Beautiful.
you can be a professional budtender. So 2 years ago, they gave me a scholarship, so I started for being a budtender. So that opened me like my mind because every time that I was in the dispensary, I hear like all the people like, "Yes, I want something for smoke. Yes, something nice." And you're
Yeah.
like, "Everything is nice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do
Give me
what?"
more information.
Yeah. What were you feeling? Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I started learning and studying more, and in one moment, I was saying like, "Okay, Helga, like, what is going to do your next step?" Because I think like that all the people that know me, they're thinking that Helga is going to open a club. That's the next step.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
That's good
um,
energy. Yeah.
it's good. That's a dream that I going to have it, but not yet. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
like right now we need something more. And I was like studying and thinking what we can do. And well, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be the first time that I will say this online. So
Nice.
nice.
Thank
Exclusive.
you. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited because it's soon. Well, I'm going to make a budtender school for the dispensaries in the world. Okay,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
because I think like all the dispensaries, because it's not only a cannabis club or a coffee shop or a dispensary, it's like all these locals have a dispensary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's the same as a bar, it's the same as a pharmacy, it's the same
they need to
Supermarket.
as a
be educated.
supermarket.
Yeah.
You need to learn the basics to being in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And there is nobody, there is some people, of course, that they're teaching how to do it and everything. But everybody's learning on their own way. So
Yeah.
yeah,
if I teach you like this, I will learn it like this, and I will. So it's crazy
yeah,
because
Yeah.
we all know what is an indica, we all know what is a sativa, and maybe some people they know what is an extract. Okay,
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think we are already in 2024.
yeah.
So
There's so many things
everybody
now.
needs to knows everything. What is a
Yeah,
rosin? What's a isolator? What is a fresh frozen? Different hashes. So I was thinking that we need this.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds amazing.
No, amazing. Because especially like in Amsterdam, there's a lot of first timers that have never smoked before and they're of an age or anything. So to be able to come in and get guided through each thing, you feel more comfortable as you walk away with what you're about to
Yeah, no, for
consume.
sure.
Once you have that knowledge, you're like, okay, this is going to be strong. I should feel this way. You
What to
just,
expect and all. Yeah,
yeah. So this is amazing.
You feel even better when you are working and you're knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because in here, like at least in Amsterdam, the people that they go and work in the coffee shops, they are already like dreaming with this word. So they're like, oh yes, I want this. You can imagine how it looks here, I don't know, maybe in Sevilla, even in Madrid. Not
yeah,
Barcelona, because Barcelona is one of the most popular places for the
yeah.
cannabis.
It's the new
So
Amsterdam of Spain.
it's the same, yeah.
Yeah.
But in other places, it's like really crazy how they're still like opening these stores and there is no people that they know what they're doing. The problem
Yeah.
Yeah,
is like there are some consumers that they're smoking this weed and they're feeling bad because the
Yeah.
person that is in there it doesn't know what he's giving to that person.
yeah.
Yeah. And it can put a lot of people off weed.
Okay,
Like I
yeah,
always say, not everyone needs to consume THC, but we want society to have a good mindset. So you
Yes.
don't have to consume it, but just be comfortable with us consuming it. But if
yeah,
they have bad experiences, they're going to have a negative view on
yeah. No,
cannabis.
that's
Yeah.
like it can
That,
one bad experience on weed will put you off it for life
Yeah.
because it's worse than you've ever felt. Like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's.
It
But I
brings
always say people they could ruin their life every weekend on alcohol and do it again a week later. They've one bad idea on weed. They're like, oh no, I can never touch that again. I'm like, doesn't
well,
make
that
sense.
happened a lot with the dapps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, well, in all these, I go into the new stuff, but I do events, and one of the stuff that I have is tropical glass. Tropical
okay.
glass, I sell bricks and dabs and glass from
Oh
Costa
wow.
Rica. Everything is
Beautiful.
From
handmade
Costa Rica.
from Costa Rica.
Wow, that's nice to bring your
That's
Yeah,
home
I
country.
have
lovely.
4 friends in there that they are artists. So I say to them like, I want this rig with these colors, this form. So they make it for me, and I bring it to Europe. So I help a little bit to promote the country and my friends too.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so
educating people as well.
yes, because
Yeah.
like with all this glass, for me that to have the glass is like a hobby, it's my passion because I'm collector. But I sell also the glass and I give the dab stations. And some people they say to me like, Helga, you are not worried to make the dab station. It's just keep some dabs. And I was saying like, no, guys, actually for me, give the dab stations is a whole experience because I'm teaching all these persons how to take a dab, a correct dab,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
in the clubs normally they're like first times or maybe they smoking like a really hot one, so they start
Yeah.
like coughing and feeling bad and oh no, no, I don't want more of this.
Yeah.
So for me, it's
Yeah.
like a small school that I'm sitting there. We smoke some rosin. We talk a little bit about terpenes. We're enjoying it, and everybody got high.
Nice. That's
Nice.
beautiful.
Yeah. And again, you're giving it in a comfortable setting.
Yeah.
You're not like, here's your dabs, go off and get high. You're
Yeah.
like, okay,
No.
let me bring you through this, which is beautiful because if you don't know, it can be quite intense. And as you say, with the coughing, if you do it too hot, and next thing you're sitting in the corner sweating and coughing and be like,
Yeah.
it's not good feeling.
No.
You
And
know what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
it. Like a hot, like I'm not a big dabber. My lungs don't let me dab. I just like it's little hit and I'm fucked. I'm choking. But if you get a hot one like that, or you don't get the right temperature, it can really put you off. Like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I even
Yes.
see some dabbers and they're messing with people. Like I'm going to give him a hot one. I'm like,
Mm.
that's just evil. You know what I mean?
That's
That's
evil.
going to put people off that shit. You know what I mean? Like I'd never put something in my joint going, I'm going to get this fucker. You know what I mean? Then dabbers be like, oh, I'm gonna give him a hot one now, or I'm gonna put an extra bit in just to really fuck with them. I'm like,
Yeah, them
yous are
ninja
evil
dabs.
bastards. So yeah, now people need to know how to do it right because that
Yeah.
is, yeah, like I choke on them dabs. You know what I mean? I can't. With the puff goes, it's a bit smoother. The electronics and stuff. When you had
Yes.
them in Bulgaria that time, that I can just about do. I'd have two hits. I'm like, oh, I can do this. Then my
Yeah.
third hit, I'll be choking. I get a bit brave on the third one. But no, like the electronic ones are definitely a lot smoother, a lot more controlled, and them torches are barbaric. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
I
next
Yeah.
time that I'm going to Amsterdam, I'm going to bring my rigs and we're going to smoke some dabs. And I'm going to make
okay.
you a cold temp. So it's going to be
Yeah,
like
no,
Yeah.
super chill, more chill.
I'll trust
Yeah.
you more than I trust half the dabbers because half of them think it'd be funny to see me choking. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just like, yeah,
So nice. So have you been bringing that to like a lot of different social clubs, like on a
Yes.
regular basis? Amazing.
Yes, it's nice because when I came in here, it was only me and my rig. Actually, I just know one person in that moment. And I started going into the clubs and trying some extra, talking with the people, making the connections. And after COVID, I started working with a cannabis club, and I was working in a small cannabis club that was really cool because that's in that place is what what I learned everything that it was inside of the dispensary because it was a
Yeah.
small club, but maybe they bring some kilos, so it was to trim it, to weigh, to cut it, to separate,
okay,
to do everything.
whole
I was like,
Yeah.
experience.
that's so nice. This is a whole experience. It's only me. It's a like, empty local, but wow.
Yeah. No, you
Yeah,
got to have that
learn
time
every
to
part
learn
of
it.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
learn every part. So
every
after
step.
that, I start working in high class, like a
Mhm.
manager.
Nice.
So it's nice because high class is a big club. They have a big networking. So that
Wow.
was a place that make me feel like good to do all the what I was in my brain because they let me
Yeah.
Yeah.
do it. So it was nice. And in there I connect with a lot of people. And this year I was working in HQ as
Yeah.
event manager, and also I was doing the Master of Rosy in Barcelona and New York.
And were
Oh,
you
right.
helping to arrange that?
Yeah, yes, I was in New York
Wow.
and everything. Actually, that was my work. Like
Oh,
with
wow.
HQ, there is a whole team
Yeah.
that everybody do a little work of Master of Rosin because it's a huge cup.
Yeah.
But yes, my work was like to be in there, to take care of all the persons, to get on the list, to see all the
Nice.
places, the
Yeah.
bags, the prices.
No
So
way.
yes, it was a
Nice.
huge
Yeah.
experience.
And again, from like the way you're saying, from filling the bags to trimming the bud,
The whole
you're getting
experience.
everything. That's why you've built up such a name. Is you're not just like, right, everyone do this. You're like, no, I've done the dirty work. I know how to do this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
top to bottom.
Yeah,
Yes,
big respect to you for that. You
thank
know
you
what I
so
mean?
much.
No, really and truly, you're incredible for keeping it going. So
Thank you.
amazing.
It's hard, but
Yeah,
like we are girls, and this is a really masculine community maybe,
yeah,
but for me it's the same because for me everybody's friend. I don't have any problem with nobody. Everybody's equal.
yeah,
So I feel like if you share that vibe, the people will share you the same.
yeah.
So
You
it's
just
nice
want to feel
because
something.
all the clubs they open me the doors, so
Nice.
I'm really grateful right now.
Yeah,
Actually, I saw it in these months because I quit to HQ maybe 4 months ago. So it was in one
okay.
moment that I was saying like, okay, Helga, let's see how it's going to
Yeah,
be like for your own.
yeah, for
And
you.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
No,
Yesterday we got a session in cookies. Um, I don't know how many sessions we got this month. It was like maybe more than 10 different clubs.
Wow.
Sick,
Um,
Carolyn.
I'm going to Costa Rica next week. So,
Beautiful. So you'll be able
well,
to go back and share more stories to
yes.
your home and your friends. Yes.
It's crazy because I'm going to have my goodbye party on
Okay.
the Crime de la Gracia. That is the club that they have all the history of cannabis
Oh,
with
the
Mossy
mossy
Brand.
joint.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
yes. So that will be the goodbye party because I'm going to Costa Rica for 1 month
For
because
Christmas.
I want to meet the cannabis community in there.
Oh, nice.
Been
Nice.
6 years in here. All my family is in there too, but I have a lot of friends and people from the community that they're like, Helga, come in here. Like, we want to
Mm,
know you. You are from Costa Rica. So I was like thinking, like,
beautiful.
hey, how we can do this like a nice sesh.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a lunch 29th of December in Costa Rica in a big house. So it's going to have a pool, gardens. So it's going to
Wow.
be a sesh for 30 persons.
Nice,
Nice.
We are going
darling.
to connect all the cannabis community in there.
That's cool.
So everyone that you've been connecting with online
From
from
back
your
home.
back
Yes.
home, now
Uh,
you're going back there to be like,
Yes.
to
here is
host.
all of the
Yeah.
knowledge I have learned.
This is what I
That's
brought home.
yeah. No,
Like
honestly,
for me,
and
it's crazy because some of like almost all my friends, they still doing that I was doing in there, like selling us in the street, selling to my friends,
yeah,
smoking, but everything's super illegal.
okay.
Yeah.
So
And is
now
there
that I'm
no
going
talk of
back, I want to show it like, hey
legalization?
guys, just come.
Is there any talk of legalization in Costa Rica?
Well, in Costa Rica, it's crazy because it's not legal, but you can smoke in there. And if the
Yeah.
police catch you, they just going to take the weed out, and that's
Have they
it. There's
medical
no
or
law.
anything?
Again.
Medical?
Medical, only CBD right now, but no,
Okay.
no
Okay,
medical. Yeah.
great. Hopefully, but you're
Okay.
making big waves. You know what I
I'm
mean? By
excited.
you connecting Europe to Costa Rica, it's a good way to just slowly start making that momentum to see
No, for
can it
sure.
be just
Yeah.
even decriminalized. I think that's what all stoners will be happy
Yeah.
with. Just
Yes.
we're not
Yeah. Well,
criminals.
that's it.
No, we are
Yeah,
We
not
can survive
criminals,
with that.
and we just need education.
yeah, and
So
exactly that. Yeah,
I think if we start with education, everything will change because even when you talk with the government, and it's more how you say like you will pay more attention if you talk with persons that they already know what they're talking.
Yeah.
If you only have a few stoners saying that they want to have a legal plan,
Yeah. No,
yeah.
that's
so
it.
we need
There's
to
a big
transform
difference.
all these
Yeah,
platforms first. So that's why I was thinking like, yes, I can give like budtender courses to my friends, and then I was saying like, Helga, that's already exist
Yeah.
and not everybody's like doing it. You have to go into the dispensaries, into the clubs, and
yeah,
do
Yeah.
it by yourself.
yeah.
So
And
I'm
like
like
shake
talking
things
with
up,
again.
like shake it up a bit. We need you
Yes,
to get in and actually, because if you
yes.
kind of just leave it there, they might be like, "Meh, we're comfortable." Whereas you're like, "Actually, no, this isn't how it
Yeah.
should be."
No, for sure.
No, we need to make the change because, for example, in Barcelona, if we want a legalization or at least a regularization, the cannabis clubs have to do something different because everybody's still doing the same. Just like
Yeah,
they make like the I don't know how to say like every time we got inspection, so the clubs they got crazy and they
Yeah.
make their own stuff to get safe.
yeah.
But
Okay.
guys, we
There's
just need
no
education and don't
regulation
talk with the
across the
government.
board.
Okay.
Yeah, there needs to be something that right. This is what we all agree on. This is
Mm,
how it's done. This is like normalization and regularization.
yeah.
And when you do the education, do you teach them on like whiteys and people passing out and how to deal with that, or is it just the weed side of it?
Again, the question.
So do you know, like when you're doing the education, is
Mhm.
there a part on when people pass out when they feel what like pull a whitey and feel weak and stuff with the sugar? Do you have that in the education as well?
Yes, there is like we're making right now 6 different models.
Yeah,
So one is like the art of being a bartender, so it's more about customer service, how to treat a member. The other one is more in dispensary, so maybe more a little bit about the strains, the cultivars, the weight, how to touch the weight with a glove, like
Yeah.
also there is other part, extractions, paraphernalia, um, hygiene, and how you say it, like a risk reduction.
Yeah. It's health and
Yeah,
Yeah.
safety.
safety. Yeah, so there
Yeah,
are like six different ones. We
nice.
still like making it because I'm dealing like, if everything goes well,
Yeah.
I'm going to do this with the Oxford University.
Oh,
So this will
nice.
be
Where Oxford University.
Oxford, and yeah, in California. They are like the most official university in the world of cannabis.
Okay,
Wow.
nice.
Well
That's what the place that I
done.
study. So
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, we are working on this to making like together. So I going to be
Beautiful.
like the person that maybe is going to be more in Europe and in person, because everything is
Yeah.
online with them. So I will be
Okay.
like in there promoting like with my own knowledge, because that's why we are making like something different, because for me it's more like I want to show what they really 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 need in there, not
yeah,
Yeah.
only
yeah,
the
for
books,
sure.
because in the books you can miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And
that's why
will
I'm
they
going to
read
go
it?
into the
Yeah.
clubs. I'm going to be in there with all the teams. I want to meet the people.
Yeah.
There is a whole world you will see soon.
Yeah.
We are making a Tropi world. So even for the brands that they want to help and sponsor this project, it will be
nice.
super nice, because we're going to get a team also that they are going to make all the promotions for educational. That's important.
Yeah.
Educational promotion for all the brands that support this project.
Wow.
So
Nice.
it's going to be
Really
with
nice.
real people, with real clubs. And I hope that if everything goes well, it's going to start in Barcelona, but in a few months, we're going to Latin America and to other parts of Europe too.
Yeah, like now
Like,
with
would you
Germany.
come to Amsterdam and come
Yes,
into
of
the
course.
coffee shops?
Yes,
Because that
yes.
would be amazing. Because, like, even as you said, you had a bit of an experience that like when you went in, you felt like it was just buy and go.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, if you can come in and, like you said, the first thing was customer service, how to treat the members,
Yes,
all of that kind of energy, you can even given the coffee shop owners a different perspective by you
yes.
bringing the Barcelona social clubs in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because,
definitely.
like, I think the first time we met when you were over in Amsterdam,
Mhm.
you and Julie had both said that Amsterdam is a bit more of a like closed off, dark vibe to the
Yes.
community. And it does. Once you said it, I was like, shit, we do.
No, there
And like
is.
we're trying to really shake it up
Sorry.
without actually realizing it was there. No, it's the
Uh,
facts. We want a different energy for cannabis. We
Yeah.
want people to feel safe, feel comfortable, to have a whitey,
somewhere,
to
yeah, and
learn,
somewhere to
to
socialize
everything.
more
Yeah.
and you know what I mean, meet people in the community because like
It
it is like that. People come to either sit by themselves or grab and go home, and
yeah.
you know what I mean. It's you
We
want
want a
that
different
community feel that like
If
the
you don't
fairy
feel
house
like
effect.
the vibes and the community, for you is just only a joint.
Yeah,
And we have to understand as person that they are not from the community, they are just normal consumers. So
yeah.
if we don't give an experience, it's going to be like, I don't know, like if you get a beer in your favorite bar, and if you
yeah,
Yeah.
get a beer in the supermarket, you can get the beer in the any
yeah,
Yeah.
place that you want, but you are going to have the experience to be in
Yeah.
your place with your
yeah.
people, or just to
Yeah.
get it on the supermarket.
That's it. There's a reason why
Literally.
people go get dressed up and go out to be around other people is because that's the fun of life. You
Yeah.
know,
It
Yes.
gives you
one of
that
the only
energy
funs in
back.
life. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Of socializing and
For me it's important like to break all these stigmas to the
Mhm.
normal people that they were saying all the time, like, oh yes, the stoners, they just stay at home, smoke weed, and
uh,
chill out. And it's
Yeah.
like,
because we
No.
have
guys,
to.
we just stay at home because it's the law that we say
Yeah,
that
we're
we
not
Yeah.
have to
allowed to
stay at
leave our
home.
house. Yeah,
Yeah. We've
And
always said that.
yeah,
Whereas like here we can like back home in Ireland, that's what I did. Or I'd
mm,
go for a walk with my dog.
yeah,
Whereas here we've a joint in our hand at all times and we don't stop going
yeah. You go
from
where you
work
want.
to events,
Drag
everything.
him in a bit. Pull the chair down. See if he's standing.
Nah, nah. Yeah, no, it is. It's a different kind of. We do definitely want to shake up the industry. So even
Yeah,
like yourself coming in on an educational basis, like even myself and Glenn, I can't even lie. We had when we first met people that dabbed, we
mhm.
were put off dabbing because it was like, oh, you don't dab, oh, you smoke tobacco, oh, and so I
Yeah,
didn't
it's a
feel
click. You know
comfortable.
what I mean? It's
No, it's
I
not
hate this
good.
situation.
Yeah.
yeah,
Whereas I've now met like yourself and a few other people that are very like, okay, here's the basics. Cut out the bullshit. Let's start from the beginning. So
Yeah.
we're getting a lot more welcoming and in that kind of way. So what you're doing is amazing,
yeah,
especially
for
with
sure.
the
The
like the glass
education.
meetups.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that
like
as
the
well.
Tropi glass. That's amazing.
Yeah, actually, the glass is like it was the part that really connect me with the community
Yeah.
because in Costa Rica I already got a few pieces, but I remember in here it was like I think it was my first Spanavis. I was like, I swear of God, I think I was with only with one friend, just like walking into it, like with this piece. This is like my first one and my favorite one, and I was like
It's
just
beautiful.
walking, and they were like, "Hey, you have a really nice piece. Go with us." And they put me in
Yeah,
a VIP area with it. I was like,
that's
well,
Yeah.
okay.
amazing.
Well, it
The-
was nice. And then I get more and more and more. And now we are selling it. Actually, now that I'm going to Costa Rica, I'm going to bring a whole new collection. The artists are already like making it. We're going to bring a lot
Oh,
of glass.
yeah, nice.
beautiful. So you'll even be able to go there and trial and test each rig while you're over.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And I trust in the glass blowers because they're
Yeah.
really, really good. For example, Atlantis, I think if he was living in other country, he will be one of the best glass blowers in the world
Wow.
Wow.
because he can make you I don't know, do you saw Dragon Ball?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
okay, he can make you all the chapters of Dragon Ball like in a rig. He make a huge rig like this, and it was all the history and everything with all the cartoons. But
Wow.
he's more hippie. He lives in San Jose in the mountains. He loves LSD, so he's just
Yeah.
yeah.
going
He's
like
He's
living,
happy.
living pura
yeah.
Yeah,
vida
Why
life.
change that?
yeah.
Yeah. Coming to a big rotten
No, that's
city.
it.
No.
To chase money
Yeah.
like every other idiot out there. Like fuck that.
No. I'm
If you're
jealous
happy,
of
keep
him.
doing it.
Yeah. No, but that's beautiful because it
Thank
is
you.
some of the artwork that we see is like some of the glass pieces I'm blown
Yeah,
away
they're
by.
crazy looking.
Like it
Yeah,
They're
is, it's
crazy.
not just a dab rig, it's a whole art in
yeah,
itself. You know,
You
and
have to see like
especially
the
for
art, the function, the materials,
yeah,
the time. So
yeah.
yeah,
because
And like,
sometimes some people, some pieces are like, well, we did it in 1 week. Some of them are
yeah,
like 3 months, 1 year. You are like, whoa.
yeah.
wow,
And as you're just saying, the function, it's not, it can't just look nice. It has to smoke right too. So it's one thing knowing how to make shapes with glass, but you also have to make this a well functioning rig because people aren't going to spend all this money just for something that looks pretty.
mm,
You know what I mean? Especially if you're smoking on the daily with these things. So to be able
yeah,
to get them to function and to be a nice hit or
beautiful
whatever
as
with
well.
all this madness too, it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's more important the function than
Yeah,
how
a
nice
100%.
it is.
yeah,
Yeah. I'd say
definitely.
there's some blowers out there that can do all the fancy stuff, but the rigs aren't. You know what I mean? It's all
Mm,
show and no go. Like it's
mm,
It changed. It changed. Actually, this one is nice because this is a double recycler. So when
yeah,
okay,
you make it like all the function in here, you make a vortex in here, and then all the flow goes in it. So
okay.
wow.
So that'll
actually,
be
you
even
can take big
smoother.
And I
big
like
dabs.
how comfortable it is. Like the way you
Yes.
said you just walked around Spanibus, because my brain's on my look for my rigs, but I want to see and try. And like I'm learning recyclers are my thing. Because especially like as a tobacco smoker, I don't have the massive lung capacity. Whereas with a recycler, I can keep going.
Yeah.
So it's learning even that is like we learned even with some of our friends' pieces, it's a straight down pipe and it's not comfortable to actually take a dab on because your neck is like already
Closing your
down.
throat,
Yeah.
like
So we're learning different ways. Okay, actually the mouthpiece like this. We like recycler. So it's there's a lot in it. There's so
yeah,
much different
Yes.
types of glass. Yeah.
Yes, that's why it's like it's funny when you got people in front of you that is the first step.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you cannot be really technical for this person
Yeah.
because they're and what is this? Why
yeah,
you put the torch in here? And what happened if I touch this? And so you're like, okay, I'm going to tell you only like the basics, but don't touch this.
yeah. Leave that
Yeah.
alone. Yeah, for sure.
And then just get the air. I just say like to the people like, don't keep the smoke in your lungs, because I don't know when or who said that you have to keep the smoke in your lungs for more than five
Yeah,
seconds so you get more high.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
that
a
doesn't
myth.
work
that's a
with the
myth.
dabs,
Yeah.
because if you
Yeah,
make this, you start coughing like crazy, and more
Yeah.
if
yeah,
it's your first time.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the first stuff that I seen that I have to say for the person that is like the first time. Please
Yeah.
don't keep your smoke.
Yeah.
yeah,
But that's a big thing though. Where it's like, especially if, as you said, someone that's never had it and is about to start touching your banger and all, you're you need to talk them through
yeah.
that.
No,
So
oh, for
yeah,
sure.
because I think especially if you're around people that are doing big dabs, you feel like you need to be like taking
Uh,
it all in, and then you're just like, oh fuck,
yeah,
it's
no,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
yeah, no,
but
that's
it's
a
nice
really
when you
nice
give a
tip
big
though.
tap and they want to try that again. That's nice too.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, it is. You welcome them in. They feel safe. They feel
yeah,
comfy. They're like, okay, I'm ready to get fucked up. Yeah.
that's
Well,
it.
I saw it yesterday in Cookies. There was a guy that he was a little bit like, "Oh, it's my first time." Well, don't worry, I'm going to make you a nice tap. So he smoked it. In the end of the night, maybe he smoked like more than six taps,
Okay,
big
nice.
taps. And I was saying like, very good. And he said like,
Yeah.
it's the first time that I can smoke and I can keep smoking. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, we make a good work.
Nice. Yes. No, honestly, well done. Because,
Mhm.
like, especially if someone was to go in and try it by themselves, they're going to have a whole different experience than you guiding them
yeah,
in.
definitely.
So
Because it
nice.
is,
But I think
it's
with
a lot
the
more.
extras, it's like the same that you need to have a lot of stuff. The torch,
Yeah,
Mm.
the Q-tips,
the tools.
the banger. Oh, it's too
Yeah,
much stuff. So if
no,
you
it
like
is.
it, you like it. But if you don't
Yeah.
like it, I understand the persons that they prefer to smoke a joint,
Yeah,
because
no, for
it's
me, I don't think anything would ever take me off joints. Like it's just I've tried vapes, dabs, bombs, everything, but a joint for me, I love just chain smoking joints all day, every day. Like it's, but then, and it's also just so much, as you said, with the dabs, the setup. Like every
yes.
time we do a session, one of the dabbers is going to show up and they forgot something. And now their day is ruined. They forgot their banger, their tool, their torch, their fucking this, that, and the other. Always forgot one item that fucks up their day. You know what I mean? Where if I have a bag of weed, I'll just grab a paper off somebody. You know what I mean? Like it's that as well. It's just so much involved and it's expensive. You know what I mean?
Expensive. Yeah.
From the rigs to the wax to everything else in between. It is an expensive hobby if you want to get into it. Like
And
It's
do you
expensive,
make,
but it's nice seeing like how everybody's like getting into it at the apps.
yeah,
yeah,
I don't know. For example, I meet French friends, and do you know that in France it's super illegal?
yeah,
yeah,
So it's nice to see them how they're making the flower rosin, so they
mm,
can start dabbing. And it's
yeah,
okay,
nice because even the community is it's getting bigger.
stronger. Yeah.
yeah,
I've
nice,
always big admiration, like even for your friends in Costa Rica as well. The people that are going big where they're not allowed.
yeah,
Like I always feel nearly like we're only here in Amsterdam a short while, but I'm nearly angry at Amsterdam for not making more use out of the freedom we have.
yeah.
Like in France, they're making their own rosin. In Costa Rica, they're blowing glass. What is Amsterdam doing? You know what I mean? I had
Well,
such
you have
admiration.
the
They're
coffee
complacent.
shops. Like
Yeah,
actually, the coffee shops was like the first local that exists in the world to sell the
yeah,
weed.
Yeah,
So you make actually Amsterdam is the
the
history
Mecca.
of the history.
It
yeah,
is. It
That's why
was
it's
well. It
so
really.
was
important that you have
the
to
one and
keep the
only.
history. Because
Yeah,
now that all the laws are changing in Amsterdam too, for
yeah,
me, that for example, that I just go like 2 3 times every year in there, it's
yeah,
like a little bit like sad, because I don't know. The
Yeah,
last time that I was in there, I started looking all the roads that say no smoking cannabis in here, 100
yeah,
yeah,
a file, don't do
yeah,
this, and I was like, guys, Amsterdam, New Netherlands is the place that it got like the real history of cannabis.
yeah.
yeah,
Now,
So
now we're probably not even top five.
yeah,
You know what I
yes,
mean? Now we're probably not even top five for cannabis destinations. You've got
yes.
Canada, America, Thailand, Germany, Spain. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
now that this is
no, but that's
new.
what I mean. Amsterdam used to be the one and only.
Yes.
Now it's not even maybe top five anymore, which is crazy to think. You know what I mean? Like
because
it's
the laws are changing and they're really bad. Well, I saw it. You can even smoke in the red light street. So,
no, yeah.
mm,
That's why I always say to people, you can. So the smoking ban is around the red light, so you
mhm.
can't smoke where the prostitutes are. But if you go outside that where the families are, now you can smoke.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It doesn't
Makes no
make
Doesn't have
sense.
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 Smoke in front of families, but prostitutes don't do that. You know what I mean?
Actually, for me, it was crazy because, well, in the travel that I meet you, like that night, I went out and I was the only person smoking a joint in the red light street.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
in that moment, I didn't know it. So I was like, oh, this is crazy. I'm the only one smoking. And then I saw like the police like next to me. I was like, it's okay. They didn't say nothing to me because
Okay.
maybe I was the only girl
Yeah.
Yeah.
smoking in there and all good.
Yeah.
But you feel the pressure a little bit like
Yeah.
There is. Yeah.
See, that's
Like
why.
we forget a lot of times. We'll
Yeah.
just walk through because it's our route always. We'll walk through the red light to get to our places.
mhm.
But like you do feel it sometimes when I see the police now I'm like tucking my joint. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
Yes,
like I'm still
yes.
token, but I'm like hiding. I'm like
But
this feels like Ireland.
but
Like
the signs and the
they're
the
not
fear
that
mongering,
strict.
they do enough work
Mm,
that it's cut down on 80%. If you are the only few smoking,
Mhm.
they're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? There used to be 100 people smoking here, now there's four. So we don't even like so the signs and the people that are afraid of laws it does its job. You know what I
yeah.
mean? People are like, oh, I
Yes.
can't smoke here, I won't smoke here. So the one or two that do smoke, they're like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like we've done enough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So,
It's
but
strange,
it's
like how with
crazy.
everything is changing in the world with the cannabis. It's the same as here, guys. Like maybe 2 years ago, everybody was saying, "Oh, like almost it's going to be like legal in here." So let's see how everything will change with the cannabis clubs.
Mm,
Yeah.
No, nothing changed. Actually, they have 1 year
Look,
saying that everything will close.
yeah.
So all the clubs in here, they don't have any signal that they say cannabis club. This no, there's
yeah,
only doors. So if you know, you know,
yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
If you go outside with a weed, you get a file.
yeah,
If the police got into the club, that's a big problem too.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's like for me right now, it's like
It's in like
help
Amsterdam
your
behind closed
community
doors.
Mm,
again, again.
It's like Amsterdam behind closed doors because we
Yes.
can't advertise weed. We can't put a big weed sign outside. We can say coffee shops or a little bit more, but yous are literally. We're not allowed to have it on the streets. We're not allowed to transport it. We're not allowed this. But inside these buildings,
mm.
But
all
at least
over.
you have the law with I think I don't know if it's still being, but with 50 grams that you can transport 50 grams into
No,
the
five
clubs.
here.
No, but you like a person, but to the coffee shops they can transport
Coffee
50,
shops are allowed to have 500 inside, but
500.
if
Okay,
the runner is caught outside, he can be in trouble. So the
okay,
500 only becomes legal once you get it inside the building.
vale.
Getting it to the building is still illegal.
Yeah.
It has to just
Okay.
appear there. It has to just magically drop from the skies and be in your shop. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Doesn't
crazy.
have sense, guys.
No,
Yeah.
it's mental.
No, that's
But
why
But
we
it's
need to start doing this
keep
podcast,
normalizing it.
yeah.
communicate with all the people around the world
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in the end if somebody have an idea and everybody starts supporting, maybe that will be the change that we all need in the world.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. The more we make it normal and just not taboo and not
Yeah.
a fucking stigma,
Hmm.
then the next generation, the next people, like even with CBD, people were suddenly like, oh, cannabis, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? This, that, and the other. And then as it got legal in some countries, people that were anti drugs all their lives were suddenly like, oh, let me try an edible, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
It's
once
getting there.
people give, like so many people's brain, if it says you can't do it, they just, okay, that can't, like smoking in the red light.
Yeah.
Once they were told, oh no, this is now legal, they're suddenly like, oh, it's not bad. I can try this. And you know what I mean? So the more people that they can think
Educated and that.
educated and you know what I mean, and they see that it's normal, they will get better. But as you're saying, Amsterdam's still in reverse. They're going backwards. But yeah, like it is just having to normalize it and take away all the stigma and the you know what I mean? Two papers there run out, Ross.
Yeah. On the DJ. You. At least it's a good brand. You'll be happy
Mhm.
out.
Sorry, I think Amazon is in here.
Oh,
Very good.
no stress.
So, any events coming up or anything?
So
Well, yes, this week, well, this is my last week for this year in Barcelona. So
Yeah.
Thursday, we will be in Crim de la Gracia having
Oh,
a
yeah,
nice
yeah.
sesh. And the next one will be on 29th of December in Costa Rica.
So
beautiful.
nice.
Yes,
And
there
then
is
so
only
you,
30 invitations, so we've still got a few. So if there's somebody here that wants to get involved,
He's in
just let me
Costa
yeah,
Rica.
hit up Helga,
Mhm.
absolutely. I'd say they'd
know.
be honored.
Yeah.
Well, going back.
You need to
Nah,
I have me
not.
wrong there.
Love it. Did you get a paper? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
nice.
but I think like if everything goes well, when I coming back from Costa Rica, we are going to start already the project with the clubs.
Yeah,
Nice.
nice.
So
Yeah,
you'll
we
be straight back into that. This is kind of
yes,
like a little arrest, meet up, and then back into madness for next
exactly.
year.
I
Yeah.
need to connect with myself. I need to recharge
Yes,
some energy because I think this is
absolutely.
going to be super super hard. I'm really
Yeah.
excited because I'm like one of the first person that is saying that we really need this.
No, this
Yeah,
is a big movement you're doing. A real, like,
Yeah.
not just we're doing a cool event where
no,
it's
this is a
not that.
game changer.
This is big.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Like,
industry needs it
yeah,
for sure.
Yes,
Because
I'm excited because like even like with the persons I already talk with the owners of the clubs that they already know, I can see the face of the people that is there's like we need it, Helga.
yeah.
yeah,
And it's
no,
funny
for
because
sure.
some of them they're like my team need it, but actually if my team they need I need it too.
Okay,
Yeah,
So
that's
but
it.
everybody
that's
needs it. The Kush.
beautiful that
Yes.
they're even actually okay. I don't know everything that I thought I did. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know how to sell and do business, but actually,
Yes.
what is the plant? What
yeah.
am I providing here? So yeah,
Or even they
Yes.
might be up on one part, like as you said, you have 6 modules. They might be up on one or two of them, but there's another one they might have no knowledge on at all. So
uh,
you need
Exactly.
to be full rounded, you know. And with that college behind you, that would be like a
that's
legit
exciting.
then
Legit. Yes.
certificate if you pass. You know what I mean?
That's why we want to make it together. We still like making like the last agreements, but that's what I was saying. Like because I can do it by myself. Actually, it's all good. But I was thinking like, if we make it like with the university, that will be much better because I will
Yeah,
have like a real certification under the
Yeah,
project and we can certificate the clubs too. So it will be nice because I imagine like I don't know
yeah.
when we got all the clubs there ready, they will have like the restaurant.
A
So you can
little
go
from
into the
the
club.
window.
Like, do you saw that they have like the Michelin in the
yeah, they're
door?
rated.
Okay, we
Yeah,
will have like something maybe similar. So when you go into the club, that it have this Tropi logo, I don't know what it's going to be, like how it's going to be. But when
yeah.
you got this,
Yeah,
you already know that this person got a course that they already know what they're talking. So,
nice.
for
Lovely.
example, if you're a medicinal patient or a medicinal person that it needs something special, you can
Yeah,
go into these clubs because you will have person that they really know what
You're
they're
already
talking.
certified.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
No,
so it's
even
nice.
that's amazing on a medicinal level. If someone was traveling from the States to Barcelona, they can look up and see, okay, I can go to these clubs and I can
Yes.
be taken care of. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's like for me, like that's the goal. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
make a real cannabis community. I understand that this is a business. I really understand this, but we need to educate the people because this is getting bigger,
yeah,
and more people that they don't know what they're smoking shit,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, for
and
sure.
maybe some people there can get in like accidents or problems because they're not smoking in the correct way.
Yeah,
yeah,
So that's like all, we are going to start with this. It's going to
yeah.
be step by step,
yeah, of
but
course.
Nice.
But you got to start
let's
somewhere
do
for
it.
sure. And
Yeah.
then you should even have a list of all your certified dispensaries. You know what I mean? You can have a website where people go on and go, right, where can I find a certified Tropi
Well, actually, like
dispensary?
the project is getting bigger. We are like, I'm constructing this, but right now we have a web page, like right, they're doing it. Actually, yesterday they sent me like all the art already. I'm like, what? It was
You know,
Nice.
that's
like
it's
Getting
getting
good to
crazy.
real.
see it
Yeah.
there. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck,
Yes.
we're not just talking anymore.
Yeah.
We're
No,
We
doing
are
shit's
not just
happening.
yeah,
talking anymore. So it's
beautiful,
funny
Yeah.
because
man.
yes, in this page it will be like the Tropi world. So it will show all the glass, so you can see like all the history, all the pieces, all the materials. You can see also all the events that we will have in different clubs, and
Beautiful.
also all the clubs that they will got a certification. So you can got a list, and you
Yeah.
can like they will have like different packs also for the clubs that they take this. So maybe if they get like the most top, they will have some videos so they can show the club too,
Oh,
and they
nice.
can
Beautiful.
talk about that place. They can show the direction. So you're going to be also a platform for all these
Yeah.
clubs
Yeah.
that support the project, and also for the brands that they support this, because I also have a YouTube channel. So we are going to have like all these videos that we make in, like, for example, I don't know, Puffco. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we make some videos with Puffco, but educational videos. So everything is going to be on the webpage, on the YouTube too. So everybody can get all this content
Knowledge.
and
Yeah.
start using it.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's really, really cool. Even that user also, you're going into places, teaching from the root source, but also sharing that knowledge.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what, especially even with the basics of a Puffco, they have so many different types and chambers now. So they can go onto your website and go from glass to Puffcos to what
See
is
what works for
cannabis.
them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot of knowledge and resources you're putting into that. So
Thank
it's
you. Yeah.
cool. Yeah. And nice
Now
that
we are a whole team right now because I was getting crazy a little bit. So now
yeah,
we are a
yeah.
team,
No,
and
you
we need
need
to
good
make
people
this
around
yeah.
you.
beautiful.
Especially if you want to go big. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah, definitely. You need a good, solid people that are on that same mission and
Yeah.
same passion for the planet.
It's a mission, yeah, and a
Yeah,
passion. Actually, it's funny because all the teachers from the course, they are stoners, of course.
Yeah.
yeah,
But for me, I'm searching more
yeah,
the
Yeah.
passion, and if they want to get involved, we are in.
yeah,
Because I want people that they follow the cannabis dream too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like, we want to just smoke and be free. I don't want, of course, I need to get some money from this, but it's
Yeah.
not like about the money.
No.
It's about like,
you can do it in a
let's
right
make
way.
this change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's make a change for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of ways you can make business, especially nowadays. But if you're choosing to make a business that's bringing up the world along with it, fuck
Yeah.
yes. Like anyone can go just drop in a CV and get a job. But if you're like, okay, right, I need to make bread, but let's make the world fucking good while I'm
Yeah.
doing it.
No,
That's
that's it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Because you need to keep yourself recharged in all sorts of ways to keep
And
going.
well,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yes.
Like it's like a fucking an upward spiral. The more money you get, the more you can do stuff. The more time you have, the more resources you have, the more
Mm,
you know what I mean. So it just keeps having to go round and round, and
yeah.
the more you can do, the better it is. Then
Is no, I'm excited now
yeah,
to
it sounds
It's
see.
like
amazing.
just keep going and going. Actually, I started gym and everything, so let's keep going.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
it is. They kind of even having a team hold you like accountable. You can't slack off. You have to keep on yourself.
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
sometimes when
yes,
it's just you, it's very easy to be like, I'm not feeling good. I'm not
Yeah.
in the mood. Whereas if you have people, you're like, actually, no, fuck it. Let's go.
mm-hmm.
You know,
That's
you
yeah,
want
and they
to,
can help too. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's you have someone that can like, all right, I'm struggling with this. Let me take up half the slack. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Do
They're
this, do
better at
that, and
that
all.
than I
Yeah,
am. So pass it on.
yeah,
In the end, like, one head thinks more than more heads thinks more than one head.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
it. But
if
you're
you
not
make
only
if you want to
are
make
you
this
learning,
bigger, you need more
these are all
people.
learning and teaching each other, but you're all failing and teaching each other. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, don't do
Yes.
that. That doesn't work. Or if you're going to do that, do it this way because when I done it, this happened. And you know what I mean? It's so much that everyone's doing stuff their own way. And through that, you can learn how your way mightn't be as good as theirs. And then your way of doing something else, you know? So it is good to have good people around you, but you need the people that you don't have to be like, come on, let's do it. People that want to do it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? People that are
Exactly.
into it like you, like yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Like for like even trying to get this podcast going for years, there was people. I'm like, oh yeah, podcast. Like, oh, that sounds cool. Go do it. Then I met Fairies. Like, oh, we could do this. We could do that. I'm like, this is what I'm waiting
Mhm.
for. You know what I mean? Someone that matches your energy. Someone instead of just telling you that sounds cool, go do that. I'm like, why don't we do it? Why don't you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's
You need the fire sometimes together to be
yeah,
like, right, let's fucking
somewhere
do
because
this.
to fill in
Yeah.
the
Yes.
blanks. I'm like, I have an idea for this, this, and this, but I don't know how to pull all together. Then someone else goes, what have you done this? You're like, perfect, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, no,
Yeah.
you need to
And
look at
with
it
the
from all
time, you
angles.
get more ideas and you get it better and you
Yeah.
meet more people. But the
Yeah.
first step is like you need to start.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no,
It's
that's it.
literally that.
And the next thing is you can't stop. You just
Yes,
the only way
yes.
of failing is stopping. You know what I mean? So as long as you keep doing something, you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you're a millionaire or whether you're just doing it alone, you're still doing it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And that's like the
Yeah.
only difference between people that do stuff and people that don't are people that do stuff actually done stuff. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's it. The
Yeah.
reason why you see some guy and tell you like, how did that idiot get there? You know what I mean? Because
He
that idiot
didn't
went and
stop
done it.
going.
He kept
Yeah.
doing it and kept doing it, and now that idiot's where you want to be, but you didn't do it. You know what I mean? So it's
You
yeah,
have to work and keep working and working. And
yeah,
Yeah.
after a few years or months, or that depends of you, everything's come back. You have
yeah.
to keep
Yeah.
going.
It all gets easier then, and then you figure out how to do more and
Yeah.
expand, and you know what I mean? And
No,
yeah,
definitely. And so where you've done like all events through, like how many social clubs now have you worked with and done events through?
Well, this year, mm, maybe more than 25.
wow.
But
It's one every
Lord.
2 weeks, you know what I mean, for the year.
yeah,
And you
like,
have
but
a couple a week.
again,
You have a couple every week, don't you? Or
something like this. Yes, maybe one or two. Now that I'm more with the glass, yes,
yeah.
because I have more free time. When
Yeah,
I'm like working in a club, like with contract or in there, I'm only with
Yeah.
that company, of course. But it's nice because, well, I don't know. For example, with high class, it was like almost 3 years, and that 3 years I connect with a lot of people, and it was different because I have the club too, so everybody can go into the club, so we make a
Yeah.
lot of events. It was crazy actually. In high
Yeah.
class was like two every week, so
wow.
it was
Okay.
a boom 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 boom. And
Yeah,
this year with HQ, and a few months ago I was working with Holy Wheat and Wonka, that they are like new clubs in the city too, so
Yeah.
I
yeah,
was helping them a little bit. Actually with Wonka I was one of the new ones. We're like making like 8 9 events every month, so it was hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Lot.
but
uh,
but now it's like I just want to take this month for
yeah.
myself
You've
to
earned it.
Yeah.
computer, all the work that I have to do with a computer, and I need the time, so now like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm in the day like computer, well, training the with the computer, and in the
Yeah.
night events, so almost
yeah,
every day.
A lot. It will
yeah.
be worth it though. It
That's
will be
it.
worth it. Like especially with what you're doing. It's not just something cool. You're making
And
a
you're doing
massive
something
change.
you're passionate about, which
Yeah.
makes it easier. Like if you were
Yes.
crunching numbers for some accounting firm or some bullshit 24/7,
Yeah. You'd be
then
sad.
you'd be going
Yeah.
crazy. But this is you're enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You're
I'm
the
enjoying it.
reason you're working so hard is because you don't want to stop working. So that's beautiful. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like it's
I study hotel management and tourist when I was like 10 years ago or something like this.
yeah,
And I started working in restaurants and hotels, and I really liked the service, but I was all the time like it's missing something, it's missing
yeah,
something. And all my colleagues and friends, they were saying like, Helga, go into the cannabis club right now.
yeah,
What are you doing in here?
Yeah.
yeah,
And I swear of God that I quit to the restaurant. I was the manager of one of the best restaurants in here, and I quit. And 2 days after, I got a work with United States with
Oh
cannabis.
wow.
Nice.
So it was
Well
like, okay, Helga,
done.
yes, you have to
Follow
be.
your
Yeah.
passion.
It's scary to do it. It's
Mhm.
terrifying,
Yeah,
especially in the cannabis industry. There's no blueprint.
No.
We're all figuring this out as we go.
yeah,
No one's like, this is how it's been done.
yeah. No,
Nobody
that's it.
knows.
No,
We
So
are
well
learning. We are
done.
all
Yeah.
learning
yeah.
Every day.
every
God,
day.
every day. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it. Like we're still trying to deal with the fact that it's some way legal and some way
Yeah.
acceptable to be trying to build on that and go forward with that. You know what I mean? It's like you're like taking one step out, going, "Is this okay? Right,
Yeah.
this is good.
Yeah.
Another step, you're like, we're still good. Let's
Yeah.
go. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
The
No,
people
that's
who
why
try to
like
just run out, they're the ones who just get run over. Then you know what I mean? It's
just
gotta
keep
just
going, going.
slowly
Maybe one day
Yeah.
it's
build
not going
on.
to be so good, but you learn from this day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
And
no,
then
that's
you keep
it.
going. Just keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Definitely. Even with the events, we've done some this year. And I remember like one of our first ones we did in a big coffee shop. And I
Hmm.
remember as I was walking there, I was like, okay, today is a day of learning. You know what I mean? I was taking the pressure off myself of it being
It has to be the
successful, of
best,
it
and
being great. I was just like, okay, I'm here to learn. I'm
uh,
accepting anything that goes wrong, that I should have brought, that I should have done. Come at me, because now
uh,
I'm prepared for the next shit.
that's
You
it.
have to
You win or you
literally,
learn.
yeah. And
I
it
want
is,
to go to one of your events. It looks so, so nice every
Yeah.
Thursday,
yeah,
right? Wednesday,
Yeah, on the
Thursday?
Wednesday, the puff
Wednesdays,
up
Wednesday.
paint.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
we did a little Saturday session because I'm trying to bring it more. Like a
Okay.
lot of people, it's giving people headspace. Like 3 hours of just getting high, painting, crafting. It's a
Not looking at your phone. You
yeah.
know
So
what
we're
I
trying
mean?
to. It is, and like even now, like on Wednesdays especially, we've put out the word enough that even if you don't want to paint, just come by for a joint.
Yes.
So
Good
now it's
there.
busy. It's like a
Yeah,
stoner's night
it's
out.
probably the closest thing you get to a social club in
Yeah,
Amsterdam. You know what I mean?
it's beautiful. Yeah,
Actually, I think I told you that day that I meet you, but for me, when you told me about your project, it was like really significant because what I saw like in the coffee shops in Amsterdam is like the point that you just go and you just left in 10,
Yeah,
15
yeah,
minutes.
grab and go.
Maybe you spend 1 hour, 2 hours with some
Yeah,
friends, but
yeah,
just go and smoke. You don't have that community and you make an event that is not an event. It's now a community that is going when you go, where you
yeah,
yeah,
go. So it's nice because you make a community there, and
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something special. You have to keep it. That's something that you have
No,
to keep from Amsterdam.
it's been
yeah.
amazing.
No,
Like
it
what
is.
she's
Yeah,
created. Like people literally know each other. They've been going for like over a year now, and they see each other there
yeah,
every week. So it's like a
yeah,
whole room of 20, 30. Like if it 20, 30 on a good night, 30 plus
yeah.
maybe. But like you'd have 1 week they're not there, 1 week. You know what I mean? So
You always
everyone
have a
just knows each
friend.
other, and
Yeah,
they're all getting like not only do we met them, but they're getting. You can see them chatting to each other
yeah.
and stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
It's
Like
crazy. That's
even
super nice.
Olivia that was there when we met in
Mhm.
Amsterdam. Olivia, she used to come by herself. And then at the end of the event, she'd be like, "Here, I'll help." And she was amazing. She was just on it. She didn't even ask. She just did. The two of us just connected. And since then, we've become amazing friends.
Yeah,
And now she's helping us with everything. So it's
yeah.
even myself, I'm finding my own friends in here as well. It's beautiful. So we're really trying to, with everything we do, like we do smoke sessions, we do like we did last year, we did a massive big Christmas session and we're going again this year. So it's like we want to change it and
Yeah.
shake it up and give back to
I
the
just make it
community.
more like not a clique. It's not
No.
all for the people who have the best rigs. It's not all for the people who done this or you know what I mean. Some people are very. We only smoke Cali. We only do bombs. We're just like whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to get high, if you've never
We don't
smoked
care.
before, if you
Okay,
only smoke
just smoke.
best,
Yeah.
come along. Like you know what I mean. It's all inclusive. Nobody's this
Yeah.
like even last year we were told we were allowed to have 75. So we made 75 gift boxes. We got I don't know how many sponsors.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like
So I think
40
each
plus.
box was worth maybe it had like 5 or 6 edibles, 4 or 5 joints, grinders, seeds, everything you can think of. Each
Lovely.
box was worth probably
Mental.
€300, and we gave them to 75 people. Then we had Puffcos, we had Dabex, packs, wax,
Wow.
all this we started giving away. I think we gave away like 20 grand's worth of
Well,
cannabis goodies
a big
on
party.
Yeah.
yeah.
It
Uh,
was so
yeah,
cozy.
we were limited 75. I'd say there was 150 people showed up over the whole day.
Yeah.
This year now we're going bigger. We're going to ask the sponsors for 100. So we should have 100 gift boxes for everyone that shows up on the day,
Yeah.
packed full of goodies and then more
And
gifts.
when is it?
The 19th of December.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, send me some pictures, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh no,
oh,
there'll be
definitely
plenty
gonna
of
be
videos,
loads. Yeah,
definitely. But they were just, we're actually having lunch. We'll probably launch it tonight. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put this out. If most people aren't watching live, this is going to be a podcast tomorrow. So by then we might even have the tickets available for the 100 people and stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, if you're watching now, the announcement's either out or should be out very soon.
yeah.
So Yeah,
Let's
no, it
go.
should be good. But
No,
like
it's
that, we just want
true.
everyone together. And next year we're hoping to do like maybe at least one a month, some sort of gathering. Like maybe not a full on giveaway thing, but get people together at least once a month in a different shop and
Yeah.
just again trying to keep the community and give us something to do. Like
Yeah, so even like because it is the Wednesdays are cool, but some people do just want to come and chill. So we
yeah,
want to bring it all. So definitely, a lot of
More
like
coffee
chill.
shops are, and that's even we've noticed since we started doing it. A lot of coffee shop owners have been reaching out, being like, "Hey, can you bring it to us?
yeah,
Can you have sessions here?" Which is a nice, because we thought they were a bit more closed off as well. Whereas
yeah.
now they're all kind of actually, no, this is good energy to have.
Yeah, like we had a session last year and there was like three owners from different shops all at the one table smoking joints together and all chatting.
Yeah,
So like even to get the owners together and stuff like the not just
yeah,
bringing the stoners together, bringing the owners too. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's
We're
like
trying to shake it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well, it's
just
like the Spanavis. It's like the moment to connect with everybody.
Yeah.
yeah,
You meet the stoners with the owners, with the influencers.
yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, you're talking with who?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's a good networking, Dave. I've never even been to Barcelona, so I think Spanish this year we definitely have to get down.
Por favor, come this
Yeah, I've
year.
never been to
Yeah.
Barcelona. I've been to the only cannabis club I've ever been to was when I was in Lanzarote with my family a few years ago. There was a few clubs there.
Well,
But
Lanzarote
yeah,
is a beautiful place too. They have
no,
a few clubs. Yeah,
yeah, I
Yeah.
think Canalanza. Do you know Canalanza? I think that's still going.
I think so.
And there was another one called Amsterdam, and they
Okay.
had a sister club called Rotterdam. So if
Wow.
you joined Amsterdam, you got to be a member of Rotterdam too. So I checked out both of them since I paid €20 or something to get in. So I was like, I might as well get my money's worth and check out the other place.
Well, in Lanzarote is the lighthouse that the owner is Igor from the Full Moon.
Uh,
So
Okay.
actually,
Yeah.
he has his own club in there. If you want to visit
nice.
one day, yeah.
And how
Yeah.
many clubs are in Barcelona roughly?
Well, like the government said that 450.
Wow.
Shit.
So I think like yes, maybe a little bit more
Yeah.
without the
Wow.
license. But well, we were saying like 600 before, so it
Wow,
could be.
that's crazy.
But
Shit.
I told you it's like they're only doors, so you have to know
Yeah.
Yeah.
the place
But
or
they could
you
be
visit.
anywhere.
And there are
Yeah.
some clubs right now, like maybe the new ones, that they put in the name outside. You can see it.
Okay.
So because like the law changed a little bit. I cannot say you like how it changed, but right now it changed a little bit. So if you have a new club, it's even more dangerous because some laws they are not going to protect you.
Okay, you're not yet. You're
Okay.
not
But
there long enough to have the old rules and
Yeah.
stuff.
yes,
You're not
but
cemented
maybe
in
they
yet.
can put the name outside.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
And how
No.
much is it roughly to join a club?
um, again.
How much the membership? If I go to Barcelona, how much do I have to pay to join each club roughly?
Depends because it depends like the clubs it works like if you are a friend of a friend you can come into the club. That's the first
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So if you have to come with a friend,
So I'm
uh,
going with you to all the clubs then.
yeah, you have to
Perfect.
know a story.
Yeah, nice. You're our tour guide.
Yeah, the tour guide.
Yeah.
But
Tropi tours.
Trophies tours, that's
well,
perfect.
trophy tours that could be a good one, but it's illegal
Nice.
to
Yes.
give like that trophy tours. So do you
Oh,
have
we
to
did
have
that.
like a way, like
Yeah,
for
we'll do a
example, the
vlog.
page or something to connect with the people?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you cannot give like the membership because that's illegal. So they have to
Okay.
go into the club and talk in there so you can
Yeah.
make the connection. So
Yeah.
that's a good one.
So you could
Yeah.
get us in, but we wouldn't have a membership then.
Yeah. But
Okay.
the membership, well, that depends. It could be 10, 20, 50,
Mm.
but that's for a year or
And
three
I've
months. That
heard
depends of the club.
in
Yeah.
some parts of Spain you can buy like a card that will get you into 20, 30 different clubs that are connected, like a kind of a package deal. I've heard you done
Um,
that in some places.
yes, there are some people that maybe they're doing it, but
Yeah.
it's illegal. Like to
Okay.
connect, to make like connections into the clubs is illegal
Okay. Yeah.
because
You have
remember
to be
that
on
these
their
are
books.
illegal places. So if you connect everybody,
Yeah. You
Okay.
don't
not
want
so
to
good.
link.
Because
Yeah.
the whole structure is it's a membership club. We grow for our members. So if
Yes,
you're not on the books and not a member, technically, no matter what way you've got in, you're not legally allowed to be there. So
exactly.
yeah,
That's why you have to have your ID all the time.
Yeah,
your membership card, and to be in the system, because just in case if there is an inspection, you have to show your members with
yeah,
your IDs, with your cards.
yeah, yeah,
So that's why it's not so easy to get into the clubs. It's not
yeah.
like I
You
want to
don't
get some
fuck
weed.
around
Actually,
like.
I'm going to say a recommendation. If you go into the cannabis club and it's your first time, never go to reception saying, I want to get some weed. Because if you
No.
say that, you are not allowed it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
fair. Yeah.
No, that's it. You're
It
like,
sounds very policey as well. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You're just like, who are you?
yeah,
Yeah.
Who are you? Like, what?
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember me, my brother, and his girlfriend. We had gone to Barcelona like years ago, and we messaged one of the clubs on Instagram, and they gave us like a bit of information. And we went in. I still have my little fob, and I went back like 2 or 3 times, and every year I just like renewed my membership. But it was deadly. It was a beautiful club, and like the reception was very nice. Like even though when we went in, it was that whole passport sign and stuff. Once you went in, it was very welcoming. Like this is
Yes.
a very small one. It was like close nearly to I can't ever remember, but that like main park near like in the center of Barca. It's probably a few.
Ciutadella?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I can't remember the name, but it was like right along the edge of that. And I remember we didn't know it was illegal outside. So we used to go in, smoke a joint, and then head out and be smoking through the streets, smoking through the parks. Had no clue. But I think it was our like
Yeah,
stupidity, like not
ignorance
knowing,
got you
yeah,
through it.
that we were so safe because we smoked all over Barcelona. And we just thought it was fine because we could buy it. It was that our ignorance just saved
If
us.
you smoke a joint in the streets, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
they're
But
chill. Yeah. They're
the
more just
problem is
trying to
like,
get active
don't
with
take
it.
some dabs maybe outside.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
fair.
But if
Yeah.
you had a few grams on you and they search you when you're smoking a joint, you have a problem.
Yep.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to pay a file.
And the police are nearly, that's how they're cashing in on this whole new loophole that they're just waiting outside and just finding people for having weed.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
Like if they have like there is some problems with the club. Like the most dangerous stuff I think are the neighbors.
Okay,
okay,
So
yeah.
yeah,
if they have
Very
like starting some callings for the neighbors and they go outside of the club and they wait to have three persons outside to catch three persons, which
okay. So if you have three or more, you're in trouble.
yeah, they
Yeah,
can go into the club.
okay,
okay.
So that's a problem.
yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're like, say, we're even going and there's five of us over there, maybe even go in and go out in like halves. Don't go in a group of 5 or 6. Like,
Well, yes, for example, in Spanavis that happen a lot. Like everybody
okay,
from some groups. So that's why like the receptions have to be like super fast.
yeah,
Like machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because nobody can be in there. If the police
Like
come,
wait.
the better stuff is like they go inside because the club can say no to the police, so they can stay in the reception and they cannot go inside. So
okay,
all the members they can be in there maybe hours. That depends.
yeah,
That depends of you. If you want to go outside, and if you say I don't, it's my problem if I go outside and you don't have any kind of weed or nothing, you
yeah.
can go outside.
Okay.
But
Okay, you're not trapped in there.
But
Like,
it's not a
no.
comfortable situation to
yeah,
be
Yeah,
sitting
it's
in
not
there
really
and a load of
comfortable
police
because
outside.
the problem is
Yeah.
like when that member go outside, the police can go within.
Ah, okay. Once the door's open, it's open. Okay.
So,
okay,
hmm
Oh, so it's everyone has to stick together.
yeah.
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Stay
Everyone
strong
just
and
pull
stick
that fella
together.
back. You're not going
Yeah.
anywhere.
if you're a member of a club and you read the rules and you respect the place that you're
Yeah.
smoking, you're going to stay in there the time that you have to be in there, and you're going to
Yeah,
respect the situation because
Yeah.
everybody can be in danger.
Yeah. No,
yeah. But
absolutely.
that's it. When you get to tourists, I know what they're like in coffee shops here. They don't expect or respect the rules here.
Mm.
When you can walk in and out, but just order first. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about that. So I can imagine over there, a lot of asshole tourists like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I've got my weed. I'm going out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, there's some idiots could fuck it up for everyone.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
problem too.
such is life. Yeah,
So that's why we have to make that change. But for that,
Yeah.
we need to start on this.
yeah,
It
no, for
is.
sure.
And even by like what you're doing by giving the people an official certificate being like, okay, yous might still have a taboo or a law against this, but we're fully educated. It's them that's lacking the education.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So it's kind of, it's more of a backing to talk on for legalization. If you're like, okay, look, we've educated the people. We're
yeah.
not just
We're
putting
willing to
out drug
educate us.
dealers.
You aren't even
Yeah.
willing to educate yourselves on the matter. You know what I
But that's
mean?
the thing. I don't think they're ever going to. So we didn't need the likes of yourself to be the people that do it. The
Yeah,
government and the police are never going to be like, hey guys, this is cannabis. We need to be them people.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So what you're doing is
it
really
it'd
big.
be
It's
great if you
exciting but
could
cool.
do
Yeah.
like a training course for the likes of police. You know what I mean? And went in and gave them a basics on cannabis because they need to know as much as the fucking people selling it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
That could be
Exactly.
your next step.
yeah,
But
You know
for
what I mean?
that,
Bringing
we
it
need to
in.
have like that everybody understand the same. Because
Yeah.
I
yeah,
know that if I go right now into 10 different clubs and I ask the same question, they're going to answer me completely different stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I hope, let's see, let's have other interview in 1 year.
yeah,
Yeah.
Today in 1 year. And let's
yeah,
talk how everything changed in 1 year.
yeah. No, that'd be
Yeah.
definitely
And
Obviously, yeah,
interesting.
I'd like that.
I'm going to make the same question to 10 different persons in 1 year,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and let's see how it goes.
yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be
no,
sick. Yeah,
definitely. Because it is. We always, as stoners, we say that like in 5 years, it's going to be legalized. And we've
yeah,
all been saying it for well over 5 years.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, no, that's why we need to make the change because I
Yeah.
already have 6 years in here. And when I came, they told me, Helga, next year, next year.
yeah,
Yeah.
Been 6 years, guys.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I still
Yeah.
waiting. And I
Oh,
want
I've been
to
in
help.
Amsterdam 8 years and it's got worse. You know what I mean? We've lost shops, we've lost smoking privileges in areas, we've lost smoking bars and
Yeah.
so much stuff. So
We need to bring a different perspective that
uh,
it's not this dark and scary plant. It's actually, there's a beautiful community of people here that are welcoming to everyone, whether
yeah,
you consume or don't consume. You know what I mean? We'll be respectful. We won't smoke in front of kids, schools, all them kind of things, but just let us have our lifestyle. You know what I mean?
Yes, and now because it's not only the stoner people, there are also doctors, lawyers, fathers,
every walk of life.
mothers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So,
every
what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's it. But it is getting more and more mainstream. Like you'll see in TV shows now, they don't talk about it like taboo. They talk about, oh, I just had an edible or something. You know what I mean? So it's that it is getting that bit
Yeah.
more normalized. And with every next year, the next generation, to the next people, like our parents have been lied to their whole lives. They were told it was fucking the devil's fucking this, and it was the you know what I mean, the gateway drug and all this stupid stuff that wasn't true. So that it's hard to get that out of people's minds. You got to wait for the next people who weren't lied to, and
Mhm.
they can start making changes. You know what I mean? And then the ones after that were educated. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
Oh,
it
it's good.
is it will be a long process, and we're not done yet, but we're
We
well,
have to keep
some
going
days in the right direction. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
It
and no
is.
stop. Just keep going.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Keep it going.
Create our blueprints.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
on that note we can leave it there. It was a good conversation.
Yes, thank you so
Yeah,
much,
Yeah.
guys, for
No.
inviting me. It
yeah.
was super nice. Thank
No, it
you.
was
No,
great
and
chatting
thank
to
you
you. And
too.
we want to hear more about the course once you get it set up.
Yeah.
And even if you're in Amsterdam, we'll get you in the studio for a proper sit down and chat,
Let's do
smoke
it,
with
of
you. We can. I'll
Yeah.
even do a dab on the podcast, which I've never done before,
course.
but I trust you, so
Yeah.
Actually, I
I'll
didn't
try
smoke
it.
today because I'm a little bit sick.
Oh.
So
Okay,
I feel really bad when I take some tabs.
Yeah.
But yes,
so you're gonna
like,
do a dab straight after this?
no, because like the problem is like I cannot breathe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Actually, yesterday in Cookies, I was like in the best sesh ever. And I was
yeah.
like, I
You can't
cannot
even
smoke,
enjoy it.
guys. I'm so sorry. I just want to give like the best tabs ever.
Yeah.
Watching everyone have fun.
You're so
Yeah, yeah.
dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
at least
But
I was in there and I enjoyed it, but I prefer
yeah.
can I speak, talk with you, be good, but not be like, I feel bad, guys.
Yeah. No
Yeah,
fair. Well, then obviously it is a sign. You need this Costa Rica time, your
yeah.
rest, your chill, get
Yeah.
yourself back and going.
I'm guessing it'll be warm there over Christmas.
Woo, yeah, super warm.
Okay,
We're going to go to the beach and enjoy with the
okay, yeah.
family.
Beautiful.
It'd be nice doing your computer work on the beach. You know what I mean with the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it that
Yes, I
bit
have to be
easier.
working. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be different. Like it's completely other vibe. It's
Is
the
this
Yeah.
your
pura
first
vida
time
vibe.
home in 6 years?
Well, it's the first time that I'm going to pass the Christmas, but the last time that I saw my family was 4 years ago.
Okay,
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
Oh, the big
so
reunions. Oh,
Yeah.
I
feel
need to
cute.
see my mother.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure, definitely.
Mommies make everything better.
Yeah,
They
Yeah,
do. Yeah.
no, definitely.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Although, no, honestly, big success. We hope you have a wonderful chill and a rest. And next
yeah.
year, take over.
And
We
hopefully we'll
cannot.
see you in Barcelona soon as well
Yeah.
in the next few
of
months.
course.
So
And next time, well, you have to come for Spanish. You both have to come for
yeah,
Yeah.
Spanish,
no, we're
por
definitely
favor.
going to try and get it done this year.
Yes, and
Because, yeah,
let's do something in here, of course.
every year I'm watching it on Instagram. I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
everybody I know is there. Like it's yeah, no,
Well,
it's hard. It gets harder
2025,
every year.
2025 is going to be the year.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Let's
definitely.
go.
That's it. Exactly. That's a perfect place to leave it.
Of course, guys.
So, Helga from Tropi, thank you so much for joining us. If you're
Thank
Yes.
you.
still watching, like and subscribe and all
Legend.
that bullshit from me and the fairy.
Yoo-hoo.
Cheers. I
Thank
can
you,
put it.
guys.
Thank
Legend.
you. I can
No
put it there
worries.
on the normal one. So we can even keep chatting if you want to. Just we'll end that. We have a wrap for the podcast at least.